Guys, there is one important lesson that most of us are never taught, and it heavily impacts your relationship to women. A man's attractiveness increases according to his ability to hold tension. It affects how she sees you when you first meet, it affects how harmonious your relationship becomes, and it absolutely affects how much passion and sex you will have in your life. Now, there's unfortunately one habit that many of us have that slowly erodes this capacity to hold tension. And you might think it is harmless, but let me tell you, it really is. Let me demonstrate what I mean. Picture these three men. David's out in a bar with friends. He scouts the room and for a moment locks eyes with a stunning woman. He wants to go say hi, but everything in him is convincing him not to. She's busy. She probably has a boyfriend. This is a boys' night anyway. When he later falls into bed, he starts touching himself. The image of her still firmly planted in his mind. John has been swiping for an hour. Each unsuccessful swipe makes his heart sink a little more until he reaches the end of the line. No more matches left in the area. He sighs in defeat and opens incognito mode. He finds that perfect video showing the perfect bodies in the perfect angles, and for the briefest of moments, he feels a little bit better. Marcus comes home after a frustrating day at work. His wife barely looks up when he walks in. He gives her a hug, one hand hesitantly gliding down her waist until she pulls away. She says she's not in the mood and she still has to do the laundry. And she reminds him that he still hasn't fixed the bathroom sink. Marcus is so used to her rejection that it almost doesn't sting anymore. Almost. Tools scattered all around him, he decides he deserves at least one bright moment in his day. He opens another tab on his phone, grabs his own tool, and after some quick and bland shudders, he gets back to fixing that damn tab. Now, nothing dramatic happened in any of these scenarios, but something impactful did. All three men made the same understandable mistake. They used masturbation as a way to regulate their emotional tension. And they might think that they were chasing pleasure, but they were actually seeking relief. Relief from feeling rejected, relief from insecurity, relief from the anxiousness and pressure. And this is where the hidden cost of masturbation begins. Every time you use ejaculation as an escape, you train your nervous system to associate intensity with depletion. You train yourself that tension is discomfort and that needs a quick release. Instead of seeing tension as a signal to become more present, to take action, and to grow. That conditioning affects all areas of your intimate life. It leaks into your dating life, your relationship, your sexuality, and your bedroom performance. David, in our example, never builds the muscle of walking towards tension, so attraction remains something he can only fantasize about. John rewards his inaction and crumbling confidence instead of transforming it into action. Marcus withdraws whenever he's met with resistance, and instead of confronting his relational unhappiness, with each discharge he cares a little bit less. And so over time, increases the emotional and physical distance between him and his wife. And don't get me wrong, it's not that women are consciously tracking our masturbation habits, but they do sense our ability to regulate ourselves. They feel when you can stay grounded when intensity rises or if you're going to collapse. And they will even test this very ability because it's that important for her to feel safe. So notice, seduction lives in tension. Passion feeds on erotic friction. Polarity requires maintaining an electrifying charge. If you constantly discharge that charge in moments where you feel uncomfortable, you weaken your ability to sustain it when it's necessary. When tensions disappear too quickly, so does attraction. A man who repeatedly collapses under pressure becomes a man who slowly stops caring. And indifference is one of the least attractive states a man can inhabit. When you stop looking at her with hunger in your eyes, when you meet her emotions with indifference, when you become too relaxed, passive, it makes you lose presence. Every woman will turn from you when that happens. Now let me be clear. I am not saying you must stop masturbating. I am not preaching dogmatic semen retention practices. I'm only saying this. Stop using ejaculation as your primary emotional regulation strategy. Your sexual energy is one of the most powerful forces you have, and it is not designed to numb you, it is designed to move you forward. When you learn to sit with tension, instead of instantly escaping it, something changes. You approach her, even though you're nervous. You stay present and grounded, even when she's emotional. You can last longer in bed, and that increases both yours and her pleasure. All of this will make you feel more alive and in control, since you're no longer a slave to your urges and you're no longer wasting your precious masculine energy. So again, a man's attractiveness increases according to his ability to hold tension. So train yourself to hold it. You need to find other healthier ways to regulate your emotional distress. Here's a small tip you can do immediately. Next time you feel that urge to escape, sit with it for 2 minutes and just feel the discomfort, feel the urge. Don't move, don't scroll, don't distract yourself. Just own the tension. That will become the first rep of the muscle you're building. If you do this enough, it will transform your relationship to women. I guarantee it. Now, if you want to go deeper into this work and surround yourself with men committed to mastering their intimate lives, join my Skool community. My name is Sanne. I help men mature into better partners and unforgettable lovers. If this video was interesting or helpful, hit the subscribe button, like the video, and leave a comment. I deeply appreciate the support. See you in the next video.